We're going to put one arm across our chest and the other one's going to come in front. We're going to stretch out the forearm. And switch. Then we're going to put one hand behind our head. We're going to push down on our elbow. And switch. Then we're going to spread our legs apart. We're going to reach up and go to one side. And we're going to come back up and switch. And we're going to come up to the middle. We're going to go down. If you can touch the ground, try to move your hands, go backwards and reach behind you. Alright, we're going to sit down. We're going to do butterflies. We're going to pull our legs in close, push down on our knees. Then we're going to stick one leg out. We're going to reach. Make sure your knee is nice and straight. And switch. Then we're going to stick one leg out in front of us. The other is going to go over. We're going to do our Hollywoods. And switch. Okay, so we're going to put one leg behind us, and the one in front of us is going to be bent. One behind us is going to be straight. We're going to lean forward. And then we're going to switch. Now we're going to stand up. We're going to take one leg, we're going to come up. And switch. Okay, then we're going to put both hands behind our back. And we're going to grab our hands together if we can. And switch.
Curriculum: kicks, blocks, and strikes for black belt. Tension stance, bow into class.
Us.
Writing stance. First one is punch block. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Back to chamber. Full side block. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Back to chamber. Scissor block. Ready. 1. Back to chamber. 2, 3. And we're going to go to a fighting stance for the last two blocks. First one is knee block forward. Ready. 1, 2. Switch. Knee block forward. Ready. 1, 2. Now it's knee block reverse. Ready. 1, 2. Switch. Same block. Ready. 1, 2. And back to writing stance. Strikes. Tiger strike to face. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Back to chamber. Middle knuckle strike. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Back to chamber. Crane beak to temple. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Back to chamber. eagle claw to throat. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, fighting stance. First kick is wheel kick. And let's go through it slowly. Turn. Hands on the ground. Bring your kicking leg up and hook and back around. Hard to do slowly. Let's do it a little bit faster. Ready? 1 and 2. It's not necessary to touch the floor. Many people find it necessary to keep their balance. And switch. Same kick. Nice and slow. Ready? 1 and 2. And practice without touching the floor. And 1. Okay. Next one is tornado kick. So step back. We're going to walk through it first. So step, back step, and roundhouse kick. Okay, and back. One more time. Step, back step, roundhouse kick. And all the way back. Let's do it by lifting, keeping our leg lifted on the back step, going into a jump roundhouse. So step, back step, keep it up, and jump and kick. And on back, and step, back step, and jump roundhouse. And switch. We're going to walk through it. So step, back step, roundhouse kick. One more time. Step, back step, roundhouse kick. Now let's move it forward a little bit faster. Step, back step, jump roundhouse. Step, back step, jump roundhouse. Very good. Next one's flying side kick. We're going to do it with 1 step and then our kick. So that's our jump. Once again, step and jump. So the difference that we had there is you're going to step, jump, and flag, and side kick. Okay? That works the same as if you take several steps as versus 1. In the house, yep. There you go. So, and the other side. So we're going to step and just flag with our jump. Again, step, flag with our jump. This time we're going to kick out. Step and kick. Step, jump and kick. Very good. And the last one we're going to do is we're going to work on hook kick first. So you're going to twist, move your toes, point your toes to the side just like a roundhouse kick, flag, bring your foot out and hook it back, kicking with the heel. So turn, hook it in. And again, turn, hook it in. Switch, let's do the other side. Regular hook kick, turn, hook it in. Turn, kick and hook it in. Now, let's switch back. Now we're going to move into the turning hook kick. Turn, spin, kick. Turn, hook kick, spin around. One more time. Turn, hook kick, spin around. And switch. This time, turn, hook kick, and spin around. Turn, hook kick, and spin around. Very good. Tension stance, bow. Get something to drink. Push the pause button, come back when you're ready. So we're back. We have talked a lot about our twist motion on our blocks. I guess as we're starting back for something we haven't discussed, we have our front block. The block comes and twists, twists. This transfers most of the pain from you to your opponent. This twist comes in most of our blocks we can work it in. What we're going to talk today about is our knife hand block. So we're ready for our knife hand block. It comes out, it's flat, at the last minute it twists. So when it comes, it twists, and we make our strike. You're going to strike with the knife hand anywhere from your knuckle down to the end of your palm. All that is good strike. I stay away from the fingers, they're just not the strongest part of that hand. Comes and strike. And we're here and strike. So as it goes real slow, it comes out, we're here, and we twist. A little bit faster. Okay. So continuing on our pressure points, we're going to go right to the next one, which is infraorbital. It is right here under the nose. You can do a lot of things, but we're going to take our hand, more of a ridge hand, and apply pressure inward at a 45-degree angle. You can do it if they're sitting down. Just put your hand at the back of their head if they're sitting down. Do this and guarantee they'll get right up for you. The next one is sublingual. Well, lingual is Latin for language or tongue. So this is under the tongue. You can do it with 2 fingers on each side and just apply pressure and they come back. You can also lift them right up off the ground that way too. And our next one is suprascapula. That is this muscle that runs right here on the back. It's kind of the Vulcan neck pinch from Star Trek. I get points for getting that in there. So we're going to do the C clamp, and you can take them down this way. That's the next 3 of the pressure points. Continuing with pressure points, we have 2 new ones today. The first one is the clavicle notch, or the throat notch. So you have your collarbones that come here right at the throat, and there's this little soft spot there. So you can use it to move someone back. Or if you're in a bear hug, arms strapped, you can work one hand up and push them back. If they aren't doing what you want, what you do is you push back, wrap your fingers down, and rub on the inside of the breastbone. They will move for sure at that time.
Like that.
Yeah. Okay, our next one is the accessory nerve, or we like to call this the funnel. So you have your suprascapulas right here. We're going to strike right at the joint of the neck to your shoulders. We're going to come up. This is going to make their legs collapse, and if we do it hard enough, total reset gives you about a minute to run away screaming. So we come up and down. Pressure point section. We have the upper perineal, and it is, here's our waist, and here's our knee. We're going to come right in between. This muscle's going to bulge right here, and it should be right about there. Is that it? Mm-hmm. Okay, this one here, watch his hips as we strike his knee here, if it'll show. See how it's bending, see how it's collapsing. If we were to hit that hard, our palm heel, either one, that's going to cause the leg to collapse for a few moments. The other one is the lower perineal, and here's our ankle, here's our knee. We see the nice calf coming right down here. It's going to be right about there. Yep, there it is. So, again, here's our knee, here's our ankle. You have the, turn this sideways here. We have our calf coming right down here. Ankle, knee, here's the calf. We're going to come right at its bulge here on the back and strike right there. So, upper perineal, lower perineal. These can be done, I see these used if we're fighting. We can do it with a kick. It's not very precise. Let's say he struck at me some way with this. We can strike. The lower one, I see this more in 2 different applications. I'm in a bad position and I'm down here for some reason, and I'm going to strike. The other one is, let's switch for a minute, put this as your back leg. The kick comes, and I catch, and I strike. Okay? So, there's 2 more pressure points for your arsenal. Here's the 18 seasoned hands, all punishing Zach.
Starting with thumb block.
Again, this is at the webbing, down,
And then moving on to Chinov finger lock down.
drop them into the webbing, 2 fingers on their knuckles, take them down.
Chinov finger carriage.
Bring them up, thumb at their knuckles, grab the fingers, hold, bring their heels up.
Wipe board.
Turn and push down
Monk carries the log.
and break.
Old man carries the basket.
Bicep takedown.
Monk teeters log on rock. Monk leans on the log.
Drunken master.
Monk smells the flowers.
2 thumbs wrist lock.
Rising sun.
Untwist. Grab the fingers like we're shaking hands.
Old man comes out of the cave.
Down. Against.
Dragon holds a pearl. Monk chops the log.
Five animal form. Tiger dragon into hiding. Black tiger plot method. Single tiger comes out of the cave. White snake spits its poison. Coiling snake. Piercing venom.
Riding stance. Rising block. Rising block.
Hey!
Both hands in chamber. Middle punch.
Hey!
Middle punch.
Hey!
And fighting stance.
Hey!
And front knee kick.
Hey!
Front knee kick.
Hey!
All right, excellent job of reviewing your quiz and practicing for your quiz. Kids, I hope you practiced for your quiz last week. Remember, we want everybody to practice their curriculum with the quiz with mom and dad. So, everybody, attention stance. Ray.
Oops.
And on your far right, we have Sensei Sierra. Then we have Renshi Mark. We have Sensei Alex. And I'm Renshi Mike. So we want to make sure that you are safe. We want to see you back in karate. A couple quick reminders on Do the 5. Please make sure you wash your hands often. You need to wash them long enough with soap that you can sing the ABC song. Also, if you need to cough, cough into your elbow or your shoulder, make sure you do not touch your face. Feet, you need to stay 6 feet apart. Right now we're violating that, so we want to be 6 feet apart away from people. And please make sure that if you don't feel well, you stay home and you let mom and dad know. Okay, as we talked about earlier, this is the merit badge for dojo etiquette, the bowing and accepting of stuff with 1 and 2 hands. And this is the dojo badge for gi folding. Both of these can be earned this semester, and we'll see as this progresses whether we'll do a video testing with it or if we will do it in class. We'll just see how long this all goes and adjust accordingly.
Okay, I'm going to go over how to fold your gi. We're going to lay it out like this, nice and flat. We're going to cross it over like we're putting it on. Make sure it's nice and flat. We're going to have our sleeves out. We're going to fold over the sleeves. And then we're going to take the sides. We're going to come in not all the way halfway, maybe a quarter of the way on both sides. Then we're going to take from the bottom. We're going to fold up to the halfway point. We're going to fold it up one more time. And when we flip it over, you should be able to see your Active Stars logo right on the back.
So another merit badge that we have that you can earn is your Uniform Care Merit Badge. That has 3 different parts in it. This is the merit badge for that. You need to be able to tie your belt. You need to be able to fold your gi top correctly and your gi bottom correctly, and then put them together and fold them up all in one unit. So we're going to go over how to tie a belt here. We're going to do it from front and back view for you. So first thing is you're going to fold your belt in half, put that right on your belly button. As you wrap it around your body, you want the side that's going this way, your right side, to go underneath, and you want the side going this way on your left side to go over the top. As we do that, and this is not mirror image here, parents, the part that's over the top coming around from your left side is going to go over everything here. I'm going to pull that all the way up nice and snug. And then the top part that's on the top is going to go over the top. And I'm going to pull it nice and tight. If I've done it correctly, if I have stripes on my belt, the stripe should be visible and the open part of the knot should be going to my right. This is also in your workbook, and it's on page 8 and page 9 in the newest edition of the karate workbook. Riding stance, rising block, rising block, both hands in chamber, middle punch, middle punch, and fighting stance, and front knee kick, front knee kick. Alright, excellent job of reviewing your quiz and practicing for your quiz. Kids, I hope you practiced for your quiz last week. Remember, we want everybody to practice their curriculum with the quiz with mom and dad. So, everybody, attention stance. Ray.
Oops.
And on your far right, we have Sensei Sierra. Then we have Renshi Mark. We have Sensei Alex. And I'm Renshi Mike. So we want to make sure that you are safe. We want to see you back in karate. Couple quick reminders on Do the 5. Please make sure you wash your hands often. You need to wash them long enough with soap that you can sing the ABC song. Also, if you need to cough, cough into your elbow, your shoulder, make sure you do not touch your face. Feet, you need to stay 6 feet apart. Right now we're violating that, so we want to be 6 feet apart away from people. And please make sure that if you don't feel well, you stay home and you let mom and dad know. Cut. Now for rolling, we're going to start with the front roll. The front roll is not a somersault. Somersault comes straight down the back. The front roll, or the shoulder roll, comes from one shoulder to the other hip. Okay, from the shoulder to the hip. This is what's on the mat. So you're going to kneel down, put your hand down on the mat, tuck your head, reach under like you're reaching for your hip or your back, and then you're going to roll. Okay, again, kneel, hand down, tuck, head, reach through, and then roll. Okay, once we've mastered that, we can do it from a standing. You see the tuck, the grab under, or it's taking our shoulder down? Very good, nicely done. Okay. This week's homework is, what is a tonfa? Let's dismiss from class, tension stance, and bow. Os. Have a good week. We'll see you next week. Class dismissed.